Diogenes was a man renowned for his ascetic lifestyle. Born into a wealthy banking family in Sinope, Diogenes' life took a dramatic turn after a scandal involving the debasement of coinage. The main source we have about this situation comes from Diogenes Laertius, who wrote about this event centuries later, saying that either Diogenes or his father was accused of counterfeiting currency. As a result, he was exiled from Sinope, forced to live away from his home. Diogenes eventually went on to study under the original Cynic philosopher Antisthenes, who himself was a student of Socrates. Copying Socrates himself, Diogenes would oftentimes publicly question those who claimed to possess wisdom and preferred to engage people in their everyday lives rather than teach in formal educational settings, as other philosophers did. What made Diogenes such an interesting man is that he would often go against the cultural norm whenever he could, so much so that his contemporary Plato called him Socrates gone mad. You see, Diogenes advocated for others to live a life according to nature rather than a mundane lifestyle ruled by social conventions and norms. He deliberately engaged in behaviors that defied social norms, such as masturbating and spitting in public, eating in the marketplace, and even urinating on people. What appears at first to be mere deviant actions has been interpreted as a means of teaching virtue and an investigation into what is natural and what is conventional. It's also been suggested that he purposefully did this to drive more publicity to his philosophical sect. One moment that's forever engraved into history is an encounter that Diogenes had with Alexander the Great. With Plutarch, a Greek philosopher, writing, "At the approach of so many people, Diogenes fixed his eyes on Alexander. When the king greeted him and asked if there was anything he wanted, Diogenes replied, 'Yes, that you should stand a little out of my sun.' It is said that Alexander was so impressed by this, and by the arrogance and grandeur of spirit of a man who could treat him with such disdain, that he said to his courtiers, who were laughing and joking about the philosopher as they walked away, 'But I'll tell you this, if I were not Alexander, I would be Diogenes.'"